Well, here we are for tutorial 6. This could be pretty much a long and painful process, this one, because we're going to do a local and global missions update. One of these gets done every month, and I don't know how this is going to go. We'll see. I don't even know whether I've been given all the right footage yet, but we'll find out. So here's last month's one, 11:07:10. With Karen doing her thing. I'll just put caps lock on and
in the nation of Indonesia by taking ownership over.
That sounds great. So we're basically going to duplicate that and change things up a little bit. What we'll do is duplicate this one here. You can do that with duplicate. Then we'll relabel it 08 and 14. I think the date's going to be 11:08:14. Yeah, that's tomorrow. A bit late in the day to be doing this, but I've been recording all these tutorials and it's taken longer than I expected. So we'll close that one and we'll open our new one. Now in the last tutorial we figured out how to get this footage in there. This new footage of Karen. Blah blah blah. And so what we're going to do is get this footage into our project, replacing last week's footage. I'll just shift Z out so that we can see everything. And we'll start by, let's just get everything here and move it up one layer. Boink. Now we can drag her into this layer here, V6. Hopefully it won't wreck anything else. Nope. Okay, let's just put her at the start there. Plonk. And we'll blot out last month's thing. Before we do that, we might just copy some attributes. Copy. Click on this month's one. And what we'll do is we'll just paste the audio filters. Audio attributes filters. That'll get the volume levels more or less right. We'll switch off last month's audio and we'll just check how that audio sounds.
Construction next month. This will be home to 12
Oh, poor Karen. Poor Karen's sounding a little bit crook. And let's compare that to last month's.
orphanages home to 30 children. And
yeah, that sounds pretty good. Right. So I think we can probably safely actually delete all of Karen's footage from last month. So let's just go delete. And now we want this to appear transparent. So here we go with a bit of a tutorial on how to do a chroma key. Effects, video filters, key, chroma keyer. Plonk it on our footage. Double click. Open up our chroma key, use our little eyedropper, click here, let's see what we get. We might just disappear a few layers here so that this happens fairly quickly. Open out our green to suck out some background, good. Open out our saturation, suck out some more background. Sort of. Do our luma, zoink, wow. And then we just need to crop the edges off. So to do that we go to motion, crop, and drag the left in like this. This is one way of doing it. Alternately you can use your crop tool down here, grab hold of the edge and ta-da! Yay! Cropping beautifully. Now, it looks like her face is a funny color. Why is that? Have I gone too crazy with my chroma key? Have I gone too crazy? Or is it just my screen? One way that you can tell when something looks a bit weird is by using a tool like your video scopes, and we just want to see the vector scope here. if her skin colour's right, we should see it appear on this purple line here. Something a bit funky's going on because her colour's a bit off. So what we might do is double click up here and drop a colour corrector onto her. Colour correction. Three-way colour corrector. We might just use a basic sort of colour corrector here. And where's our vector scope gone? Where is it? Can't find it. Tools. Vector scopes. We don't need the second one, we only need the first one. Drag that over here. And we will have a bit of a play. If we twist it that way, we get something ridiculous. If we twist it this way, we get something a bit closer to natural looking. Now another way of doing this, if we just turn ourselves up to high quality and zoom right in on Karen, if we get to see her teeth, we can color correct off her teeth. So we can try that. Balancing to her teeth. Man, that totally did not work. Let's go to undo. And let's go with my vector scope method, which has made her look a tad orange looking, but not too bad. Now James would say that we should use a three-way color corrector for this, but I am in a hurry, so I'm going to use a two-way color corrector. And just one-way color corrector and just sort of see what we can make of it. Okay. Now what we need to do next, I'm just going to switch my color corrector off for a minute and go back to my chroma keyer. Make sure that I've chroma keyed her nicely. At the moment it's looking a bit like jaggy on the edges. So we need to soften those edges up a bit. Just a little bit. And thin those edges out a little touch. Did that do anything? I think that looks reasonable. We don't want to go too crazy. Let's just have a little look around. Okay, that looks okay. Just not quite sure about this little whatever doohickeys happening here. We can always try our enhance control to sort of take all the green out of the edges. That almost looks reasonable. Yeah, now if we switch our color corrector back on, click, she looks good. Looks quite good. Right, we can get rid of our scope now, we won't need that. Goodbye. And we'll click here and press Shift Z to zoom out. And we will, I think, you know, I'm kind of regretting having deleted last week's person out of there. But anyway, doesn't matter because I can just go on this. Let's make her bigger for a start. Quite a bit bigger. And shift her over here. Hey, that looks cool. Yay. Yay, Karen. Don't want to put it too far off frame, otherwise it'll look awkward. So, local and global missions. Let's see how she appears at the start. Oh yeah, pretty good. Put a crossfade in. Command T is a quick default crossfade.
Our generous giving to the Coast Life Foundation is making it possible for us to reach the world with...
She's a bit far away across there, isn't she? Let's just bring her across this way a little bit. There we go.